So just checking in to give you a little bit of information on this post that I'm going to be releasing with a series of slides and information about our past, as well as how it's connected to energy, quantum physics, and then also how it kind of relates to things in our present day. So I wanted to give a little bit of an introduction. And I just believe that the reason why it's so hard to keep a high level of motivation in this spiritual work is because we're not anchored to a truth that resonates with us. And I think that it's impossible for that to happen without developing a new human story. So first of all, I think that it's important to dig down deep into some information that was left for us by our ancestors, and to put the pieces together to understand who we were, who we are, and so we have more awareness of our faculties within and the understanding of reality and how to connect to it. Then I think that we can progress much easier with less suffering. So I think it's first understanding on a deeper level who we are. So I hope you enjoy the video.
What if you found scientific evidence that our DNA was manipulated or augmented 250,000 years ago to create who we are today? And then you uncover data showing the augmentations happen in one generation. One generation? Well, this rules out natural evolution and rather points to an intention. If somebody intends to do something, they have a reason for it. And if they have a reason for it, and that reason has to do with me, I want to know about it. All about it. By the way, these two fellows, Enki and Enlil, from the days of Sumeria, about 7,000 years ago, talked about creating humans using genetic modification. If I found this written about in one civilization, I might question it. But every indigenous culture around the world has a similar story to tell. You remember the indigenous people around the world that experienced a mass genocide? I wonder why. Then you look into the DNA modifications and you find that changes to chromosome 2 gave us the ability to self-regulate our biology. Do you know how powerful that is? You actually have the ability to produce any chemical or frequency the body needs to heal itself. You're essentially a human pharmacy. And chromosome 7 gave us the ability of complex speech, vibration, and sound. The original human DNA did not have this capability, so why give it to us? You literally can shape your reality with your mouth using your vocal cords producing vibrations. Have you ever wondered why you feel so good when you hear a great singer? Or when you feel peace when you hear a Buddhist bell vibrating at a specific frequency? The way I am looking at this is that the creator of this DNA upgrade was to give the user, that's us, a more powerful communication system in our body that uses a highly advanced technology with a wireless-based component, essentially. Think about in the days of a computer before the internet and then with the internet. Could you download information in your computer? Could a virus get to your computer without an internet connection? Nope. This point's allowing communication access in the body, so that's something to think about. As you know, wireless systems transmit and receive data from open space. Just like your router sends and receives data from your laptop or cell phone, this open space is known as the quantum field. The way the quantum field works is that it encases all the information in the universe, kind of like a cloud storage that holds all the data in the universe that we can connect to. After the DNA upgrade, we were able to interact with more information in that field. The important thing to know is that everything we need is in this field, all information. Healing an illness or manifesting a life that you create from your dreams. We become creators with unlimited potentials because we can access this field. This is beautiful stuff, but I wanted to know that if all this exists to us, why do we have such a difficult time struggling to make this happen? Well, hiding this information is the first obstacle. If we are not aware of it, how can we access it? Another reason we struggle is because with every great power, there is a great weakness. The weaknesses we have is that we do not know how to manage those upgrades, to our advantage. And at the same time, they are being manipulated in many ways. So I think it's really important to understand that these upgrades to our DNA can be harmful in many ways if you are not aware of how. If we begin to learn how humans interact with frequencies and vibrations, you will begin to recognize what is used on humans to distract their attention. These distractions are specific to vibration and frequency that weakens us. When you start to connect thoughts to your feelings and understand the true science behind it, you'll ask yourself why media outlets are feeding us with their toxins 80% of the time. We have become desensitized to these toxins to think that it is only TV or entertainment because it was sold to us in that way. I look at it as injecting poison in our body, basically. This works in a very interesting way. If you are aware of low vibrations and frequencies coming from people, you are able to shield yourself from that energy because you know that not reacting gives you power. If you attach to the story you are being told, the frequency of how you feel will produce either a chemical that can send signals for healing or destruction in the body. If you react emotionally with a frequency of fear, then cortisol and other inflammatory hormones are released in the body. The continuous exposure to this damages the body. If we were connected to a piece of technology that gave you a printout of chemicals you produce on a daily basis, you would have an awareness of where it is coming from. Then you will start to see how the game is being played. So why is this important? Well, this is why we do meditation. Meditation is a practice that teaches you how to disengage from attacks that come at you with harmful energies. When we say to focus on the emptiness or nothing, we are focusing on a safe space or channel where we can sit while the other negative channels are broadcasting the bad signals. An example would be when a person transfers fear-based information to you. It may be a person trying to engage in political drama or their personal anger. It's not about ignoring the person, but rather understanding they are projecting energy from within them. We learn not to judge the information, but rather allowing them to release the information while not attaching to it. We always need to keep in mind that a game is being played. It's an energy game, and I can assure you that there are people in this world who wake up every morning until they sleep at night thinking of ways to weaken humanity, unfortunately. Why would they do this? Many people do not want to share the piece of the pie, in my opinion. The reason we are exhausted and feeling overwhelmed is because we are not mastering this energy game. Let's work hard and get it done. Humanity, rise up. I love you all.